The Scottish Cup has come and went, but the question is, should Willie Collum have sent Fabio Silva off for a second yellow card offence in Rangers' 2-1 victory over Ayr United in the Scottish Cup? Welcome back to the channel, 959 votes between Rangers here and Ayr United's game, of course, took place on Saturday evening. And, I touched upon this on my channel, talking about Scott Brown saying that Willie Collum bottled it and the pressure got to him. And I think this is laughable. And I actually think the fact it's this close is laughable, right? Willie Collum, for once, got it right with 57% of the vote I'm going to agree with. Because you know what? This is never, ever, ever in a month of Sundays getting him sent off. Because, I'll tell you why here right now. What was the same amount of energy for Rocky last week against Aberdeen? Clearest second yellow you ever see. The consistency, man, is an absolute... It boils my blood. I'm going to go with the 57% troops. I didn't put up this poll. Son of Scotland 90 put up this poll, and he's put in 2-1 Rangers. Of course, it ended 2-0. So, yeah, forgive us for that. But into the first comment, did I miss something? It didn't end 2-1. William Wilson says, I must have missed Ayr United's goal. Was it in the first or the second half? Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't know. Down and then and no. Your ass better call somebody. Aye, the New Age Outlaws. Indeed. Ronnie Mack says, Timothy is beeling yet again as one of their boys at Gollum got their decisions right for once after the old piggery shocking display. Yeah, dancer. User says, Willie Collum, as Ian Fury sang, what a waste. Clara says, that game was 2-0, unless I'm missing something. Nope, it was a botch in our half. Craig Leaf 2-1. Collum really can't stand us with this ghost goal that he and you saw. Yeah, I don't understand why he put 2-1. I mean, it's not even like Ayr got a goal disallowed or something, or had a penalty. It's just a typo. An absolute typo. Paul Docherty says, the pressure from Stateman FC paid off. Woami 1654 says, the way players go down now is nothing short of embarrassing. His first yellow was never a yellow. Genuine attempts to win the ball and you mistakenly stand on a foot. How is it a yellow? It's the reaction of players that get players booked. And you know what? I'm going to agree with Wyoming here. Because I think football is becoming... Well, I say it becoming. It already has, man. Seen you watch games back in the day, and that's for any league, right? It's not just the Scottish. But it was hard hitting, man. You know, real fucking men on the pitch, breaking legs, getting stuck in. These days, man, you see them rolling about, and obviously it happens less up here, but it still happens. Like, you watch the Premier League, man, you see some of them flopping about. It's embarrassing. In here, yeah. You know what? See when Todd Cantwell danced against Aberdeen, may as well have danced when he dove against Aberdeen. I called it out. You know, I don't care if it's a Rangers player doing it. If he's diving, I'm going to call it out because it's embarrassing. It is. And he's absolutely right with that comment. Wardism says, it wasn't a red, but the ref did bottle it. He gave a yellow for the first one, so in my opinion, he should have stayed consistent and give another. Yeah, but that's the problem, though, right? The first one's not a yellow. But because he didn't give that, he's probably went, well, you know, I gave the first one, and it wasn't a yellow, so I can't give this one, even though it might be. Yeah, you know what? The way you end the comment, either way, the guy shouldn't be. I mean, honestly, he should get pulled at the he should have got pulled at the firing line at Parkhead, but no, they kept him in. And you know, there's other referees that are absolute mince. I mean, I say there's other referees like they're hard to find. I mean, the good ones are hard to find in Scotland. I mean, but pish ones, you know, there's millions of them. We're swimming with pish referees, that's for sure. Hero YMR says the booking Silva got was never a booking. Dundee Taylor says Silva shouldn't have been booked first time. He clips the guy on his toe, the player falls, curls up a ball, clutches his ankle. Exactly. Scott Brown hinted at the Collum maybe succumbed to pressure. Well, Scott, Rangers fans know all about Collum and his chums shiting themselves. Just check the examples of bottling it in Old Firm games by the likes of Don Robertson, Nick Walsh, and of course Willie Collum. That's just this season. I wonder what Scott's opinion would have been if Willie Collum and John Beaton refused to give a pen to Kelly in the League Cup semi when Giamakis used Joe Wright as a step ladder. Pressure indeed, Bruni. Exactly. And no, it actually fucking does annoy me that Scott Brown comes out and it says he's succumbed to pressure. Even though all he's done this season, Willie Collum, is absolutely shaft Rangers. So, I mean, I'd love to know. But everything, man, all the referees and far, it's a fucking joke. I mean, you've been on. You mean you've been on this channel. I mean, I don't know how long everyone's been on it individually, but you've checked at the reviews over the years, right? See VAR since it's a fucking disaster, right? And that goes for every team, right? Yeah, I support Rangers, but seeing the Celtic games I review, some of the goals they were scoring, man, clearly onside, and it's taken VAR 5 minutes to decide it. I'll defend any team against VAR because see VAR, it's a cancer. Anyway, rant aside there. Kind of got a wee bit sidetracked, but no, it is. 9595 RK and he got the first yellow wrong. Nicky McLaren says, what about the Godson leg breaker? The Godson leg breaker. Winder and Akan, big man. Godson who? Godson is Goldson's other name. Alright, DR Chorizo. He got it wrong because he's an incompetent referee. 2-0, you mean not 2-1, yep. Rangers supporter paid. Should Rangers have paid the British government HRMC taxes and cooperate with the police involving Gordon Neely 6 abuse at Old Rangers FC? And then, yeah, we've got a back and forth here. Should Celtic settled? See, when it comes to all that, historic child sexual abuse, right? Any club that stood silent, right, regardless of the amount of victims, should get called out upon. All right? It shouldn't be a tit for tat thing, right? Yeah, Celtic have got the more victims, but it doesn't matter if Rangers have got 1 or 100. It's still a disgusting thing to stay quiet and tell the victims that that was actually the old club. We're not going to pay you, that sort of stuff. That's wrong. That is wrong. It doesn't matter what club, doesn't matter the rivalry. I mean, I think you should be big enough and old enough to step aside and be like, well, you know what? That's disgusting. Either side it. Doesn't matter what club in football, doesn't matter what business organisation in the world. That stuff is abhorrent and it should be called out, man. It shouldn't matter what team you support. Everyone should be against that. Alright? And obviously, yeah, I mean, some clubs have got way more instances of it than others. I mean, you look at like Southampton in England, they've had pretty bad down there. I mean, obviously up here, it's Celtic that it's, steeped in it. But that doesn't excuse... I mean, but Celtic fans seem to think, right, when they say about Gordon Neely and the sex abuse at Rangers, right? What Rangers fan ain't going to call that out and say it's disgusting? I mean, you could... Some people, man, you wonder what's going on in their brain. Anyway, Lorraine Gallagher, he got the first yellow card wrong with Silva. Never a yellow card. Can't stand that referee. We are the people. Yep, quadruple treble. Silva and Gold saying 2 red cards. Willie Collum a disgrace, but then he was always a Hun lover. Aye, dead on. Aye, I mean, come on, quadruple treble. Come on. There's only one quadruple going on this year, and it's Rangers, but I mean, come on, what are you on there? What do you expect when you play Twisted Sisters? You're not going to get a fair crack ever. And then final comment is Celtic are shite. So until next time, guys, Fabio Silva, I don't think he should have been sent off. I think the first one, man, was an absolute disgrace. Scott Bryan, though, he can cry. He can, grow his hair out now and pretend he's not a hard man, even though he was never a hard man. And shaving your hair to look hard, that's weak. That's pathetic. I mean, there's only one guy in the history of the earth that's got away with that. Well, maybe two. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, not fucking Scott Bryan, all right?